Tammy Davis. I never make pancakes, but I decided to try. I am trying Christie's. We'll see. I am not a chef, and I really need that to be like understood. I am not a chef. I never have been good at cooking. It's just not my forte. In case you are ever curious what it looks like whenever I am cooking, it is always, where's the other one? Oh, it's always like this. Because, you know, secretly going to get food, not really ever going to get food. Oh wow, that actually, I don't know why I thought that was not going to work. Smells like cake batter. Is that what it's supposed to smell like? I have to worry about my hair on days where I don't even leave my house. It's just, you know, what are you gonna do, honestly? As you may know, or you may not, I just figured out French toast a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, whatever. I don't even know anymore. So this is new. For reference of where the other little dude is, this is his official domain. He's a cute cat, for being honest. I don't know what the F he's looking at, but whatever. I think it's been like a minute and a half. And I will get your opinion. But this does not look like it's like doing anything, right? Joe, what do you think? Joe doesn't think so either. But I'm gonna flip because it's at a minute and a half. Nope. So this is how they look. They do not look appetizing. So I'm about to see how it tastes. It could be the brand, because like I said, the whole thing is that, or the type, like sweet cream, light and fluffy, and I like more of well, I want them to look like that with the not the crusty, but crispy edges. And I put a lot of butter in here because I know my sister said, and my sister-in-law said, that's how you get crispy edges. But we're gonna see. I'll let you know. I feel like already I don't like it. But there's only one way to find out. And Lord, please let this taste good. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it definitely tastes like sweet cream, which means I can't be mad because it's exactly what I bought. And honestly, only God knows why I bought it, because I don't like sweet cream. I can't eat anything with sweet cream because I got too much sweetness right here, huh? You guys, you've never gotten anything from my plate. Like, I'm looking right at you, Joe.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get them sit-ups right.
Okay, so we're diving into the discussion about sex, sexual intercourse. In case you're curious what my day-to-day looks like, it's pretty much just a lot of sweeping and cleaning because, as you can see, there's a lot of hair in this house. And of course, we have to take time out to show some love. And no day is complete without taking in some television. Riker especially likes to watch the TV, and especially this channel. It is the Goldshaw Farm YouTube channel. And because of the soft noises of them walking in snow and also of the ducks, this is her favorite jam. From what I've heard, consistency and patience is... And don't worry, Jo is right there along for the ride. She just tends to sleep a little bit more. You may be asking, how do I get work done? This is how I do it. And then the day was complete with a gentle snowfall. Okay, so funny note. I actually recorded this, or I did this whole talk, and then I realized I had pushed record when I was turning it, and then pushed. Anyway, it didn't film the first time I did this. COVID brain is fun. So lately, I have been on the topic of forgiveness, and I know where it started. Listening to a series of sermons that were rooted in the idea of forgiveness. So I know that's where it started, and I'm happy because I'm listening to this because I want to listen to these sermons in order. But I think I'm pretty good. I'm good at forgiving people. I have compassion. I have empathy. I give grace. I'm good at forgiving. And then the more I was listening to the sermons, the more I started asking myself, well, is there anybody I haven't forgiven? Pretty much immediately, the name of my last ex came up, which I was like, well, that's silly because I have forgiven him. And then I kept sitting on it and wondering, have I forgiven this person? More than just have I forgiven this person, but how do I know if I've forgiven this person? When I look at people from my past, exes, things like that, I know I'm over it because if I see them, I'm just like, oh, hey, whatever, you know. And the biggest person I had to do the most work for forgiveness was with my father, right? And chipping away process of like, needing him to show up in different capacities. Anyway, I started thinking, okay, does that mean when I don't have a reaction, does that mean I have fully forgiven someone? And then I think about my latest ex and I think, well, I have anxiety about if I see him, anxiety and fear about seeing him because I imagine specific situations. I'm trying to figure it out, and then I think, well, if that's the case, then that means I must not have forgiven him. Me not forgiving, you know, it's tough because I want to say that I'm elevated, and logically I am. I know that he's probably off dating or in a relationship. That only makes sense. We're not together. That's fine. He couldn't show up for me the way that I do deserve. These are all logically correct, right? So I have no ill will, except I do have this space of resentment because he encompasses everything that has been kind of like my previous love life, and from my experiences with men, I should say, and from like the very first man in my life, you know, my dad. I have this history of men that kind of just walk away for another woman, and or towards or because of another woman, and it feels very much like they get to go live this amazing life and I'm just here like picking up the pieces, you know, and I'm over here like sweeping my life up, and I just like imagine them, you know, like off on a vacation being like, Sarah, who? I've never experienced anything like this. I can't tell you the last time I even liked a woman, right? Oh, I know that's not true. I'm very dramatic, and I feel better if I make myself feel as worse as I possibly can. So it means that I've done a lot of trying to determine if I have forgiven. I don't have a complete answer yet, and I will say that that's kind of the point of this vlog, because on my podcast, on my Instagram, my Facebook, with my clients, I'm supposed to be drilling towards and landing on an answer. But I have so many more questions than I have answers, as we all should. I kind of always think of it as an analogy of when you're trying to figure something out. You're going around the airport, you're going around the runway, and right now I'm in a space where there is still fog, and I have to wait for it to part so I can land the plane, have an answer. I think I'm a little closer, because I'm starting to think that it's possible that it has almost nothing to do with the other person. Like, yeah, duh, you know, but obviously we have to forgive other people. We have to be like, that person did the best that they could, or that person sucks, and I'm happy that they're not in my life anymore, and I literally don't care about them. So I guess that's a form of forgiveness. I don't know. Like, part of me wonders if it's more about forgiving myself, ourselves, the time that we gave to someone, because they wouldn't have hurt us if we didn't show up for it. And so I'm kind of curious if that is the component. Have I just not forgiven myself for allowing another guy to hurt me in the way that he did, that is so historically repetitive? That's kind of why I spent this past year like not dating at all, not because of him, but because I wanted to get really deep with myself, because I did not want to repeat anything. But that's a whole nother conversation. There are plenty of people that are in our lives, and this is going to be forever, where like we have to forgive them for little mistakes or missteps or bad moments, right? So it's not necessarily being like, once I cut them out of my life, then I knew I forgave them. You know, I'm kind of curious if you have any thoughts about like how you know if you've forgiven someone, or what it feels like to forgive someone. What's the measure that you go by to for forgiveness? Why are you being such a little cutie?